Hey folks, Kiltman here, Kiltman at your services. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Hope you can all hear me over there, because I'm sitting way back over here. Now, I've got something, well, I was going to say something new to show you, but this is anything but new. This, folks, is state-of-the-art Musicola. This is a Ferguson solid state 1970 model 3042 turntable, a record player. It's a piece of history. Now, this we've salvaged from my father-in-law's house. Yes, Big Bob Olty, Mrs. Kiltman's daddy, and he's still going strong. Don't worry about him. But this house isn't, so we're taking stuff out of it now, and we managed to find this. Now, my wife, Mrs. Kiltman, Janet, as some people know her, grew up with this in a couple of different houses, and this was being played in the old house, which is still there now, up into the 80s, but it's a 1970 model, and my God, it kicks ass. Now, I'm going to start playing some stuff for you. I'm going to show you, let you hear the quality of this. It's not stereo, it's only mono, but there's a little socket there to plug in some stereo speakers, which I might yet do, but you know what? I might not, because the sound out of this, and you audiophiles and purists will know what I'm talking about. The sound out of this is incredible. It packs a wallop. Your settings, you've got your bass, you've got your treble, you've got your volume. And you've got on-off as well. That helps, I find. And but once you get your settings right on that, and you only got one big, speaker right here, Jesus Christ, the sound out of this. Now, I've got the volume set on 3 at the moment, and really, oh God, you go much beyond that, the whole roof will come off Kilt Mansion. The turrets and the battlements will wobble and crumble. The drawbridge will shatter and fall into the moat. It's powerful. Mono does not mean shite. Mono can be incredible. The power out of this and the clarity, the organic sort of crispness and fluidity to the sound is just beautiful. But you've got that wall of sound as well. That whole thing that Phil Spector used to go on about, the wall of sound. You've got that, but you've got detail within it. Wow. So anyway, what you see here, you've got this sort of, I don't know, textured vinyl, softy sort of thing, and on the lid, it's the same. Yeah. I had a very similar record player when I was a kid. Again, 70s, but mine was not this model, and it had that little lid and all that, and this big plush sort of surround, but mine was bright orange. I don't know why, but it's bright orange, and it wasn't very good. It was a bit of a junky sort of piece of kit. Now, regular viewers might remember I did a video on an old sort of 90s tower system, which we got from a friend of mine called Sean, and a CD player, a graphic equalizer, an amplifier, stereo speakers, and a twin cassette radio as well, and a turntable. Now, when we picked it up from him, he played some records for us so we could hear it, and it sounded great. Played singles, 12 inches, albums, wonderful. We buys it, we puts it in the car, we drives it home, not very far away at all. But I did a video on this, and I couldn't wait to play it, because we got so much vinyl. Me and Mrs. Kiltman have got literally, it's thousands and thousands of vinyl, albums, 12 inches singles, and in my case, thousands of soundtracks as well. A lot of them now on the vinyl edition, very rare. But and I was that excited to did a video, and let's play this, let's play that. But the turntable was going like that, only in stereo. And what clearly happened was the drive, the belt drive, had become misaligned, which often happens with transporting, turntables. And I looked at some tutorials to try and fix it. I tried to do what I learned from those tutorials. Nothing makes it work. It just groans and grates, and it's fine if you're playing something loud, you can kind of get by it, but something gentle, when you want to hear, the hiss and the crackle and the pop of vintage vinyl, when you want to hear that, the needle moving over the grooves, you want to hear that. But yeah, it's a no-go, a no-show. But then we found this, and Mrs. Coleman said, "Oh, that's the old record player that's my dad's record player." And I said, "What the hell did he used to play on this then?" And it was Mario Lanza and Joe Loss, and God, what else was it? She said, I think it's Mrs. Mills on her piano. I don't know, vaudeville stuff like. She had her own stereo, but with the rebirth of vinyl, it's been reborn for about the last 10-15 years. The big revival has already happened. Now there's a revival of cassettes, even video cassettes, and even bigger. They're shit. They wear out. They snap. They get encrusted around the heads, and you're like, oh, you're trying to extract it. Oh God, it's my favourite fucking thing. And like, you've got to cut the tape out, and then use your teeth and try to pull it out. That can be a nightmare. But vinyl has lost none of its allure. So I'm going to play some stuff for you. Bit of fun. There's a whole gamut of soundtracks there, and we'll play a few bits and bobs. I've got loads of rare 12 inches, big picture discs and stuff like that from the 80s, and I'd love to play them. A lot of Depeche Mode stuff, a lot of Nick Kershaw, a lot of U2, a lot of all the big country, a lot of the Doors as well. Got lots and lots of, not just from the 80s, but from every era. But you know as well as I do that if I start playing anything that's pop music-y or rock music-y, we're going to get blocked. So rock, pop equals block. So no. But soundtracks, we'll play a few tracks from those. And you guys, you're into your movies, that's why you're here. It's movies predominantly on this channel. And so I've got a right good smattering of different soundtracks there. There's a hell of a lot more, but it's hard to... They're in crates upstairs in one of our attics. Crates and crates and crates of vinyl just everywhere. And they weren't exactly put in any specific order. So it was literally pot of luck that I found all these. So anyway, shut up, Kilt Man. Put some music on. Right, don't mind me. Oh yeah, I'm still sporting the high ponytail, which my mate Rob in the pub yesterday said to me, "I don't like that." Oh, sorry about you then. And he said there, "You look like you just strolled in off the Serengeti." I don't know either. Anyway, right. So what should we pick first? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to pick first because it sounds fucking amazing. And you guys, you're big fans, and where have I put it? I've been playing stuff before I did the video. Oh, here it is. It is the original vinyl release of Escape from New York. Yes, Snake Plissken, John Carpenter, Escape from New York. Now, what I'm going to say is, pretty much all the soundtracks I have here, I now have in their fully complete and expanded versions with extra tracks, bonus tracks, alternate tracks, and on CD, and they are fantastic. You couldn't swap any of those because that's the full thing that I go to. But if you want the original versions, because especially in John Carpenter's case, the thing, which I know he didn't do, It was Ennio Morricone and Escape from New York, which he did do with Alan Howarth. And a lot of the other scores that he did, Halloween especially, they're different on the old vinyl. They're the original recordings. On the CD versions, they have been remixed and remastered, and they do sound different, and not always for the better. Escape from New York being one, The Thing being another. The main theme from The Thing, Ennio Morricone, sounds infinitely better on the old vinyl than it ever has done on any CD released since. Anyway, here it is. Oh, look at that. Arty-farty black and white photos on the back. But what I like about this album is it does tell you all the instruments used. I'll just say now, instruments, Prophet 5, an ARP Quadra, or is it ARP Quadra, an ARP Avatar 2, ARP Sequencer, Roland CSQ 600 Sequencer, Sequential Circuits 700 Programmer, a Roland SVC 350 Vocoder, a Linn LM1 Drum Computer, Fender Jazz Bass, Fender Stratocaster. And it goes on all the recording equipment as well, but we won't go into all that. Let's just put the fucking thing on, shall we? So, there it is. And what I don't like about it, if you look at it, it's the fantastic poster, the very surreal poster of Escape from New York. It couldn't happen because this thing here, Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty, is on its own fucking island. Ellis Island and all that. It's not in New York. It's not in Manhattan. So how could that ever get there? But it's a great image. But see the big flash there. You probably can't read that because of the ring light. It says, music composed and performed by John Carpenter in association with Alan Howarth. But that flash is hidden. Snake Plissken, Maggie, Adrienne Barbeau, Mrs. John Carpenter at the time, and Donald Pleasance as the president, legging it from all the gangs who were coming after him. But the flash has completely hidden them. Anyway, now I'm not going to put on the main theme on side 1 because the best stuff is on side 2, and you'll hear what I mean. So here's the old. Look at that. Whee! Let's have a look. Yeah, side 2. By the way, this, and you bring your arm across, like that. This plays 33s, 45s, 78s, and 16s. What are 16s? What are they? What exactly are they? I don't know. Right. I don't know if you can see the little red light down there. Oh, you possibly can't. There's a little red light somewhere which indicates that it's on. So, right, let's do this. And you have a big clicky switch, right? And you bring it down to auto. Let it flick back. The needle arm will rise. And once it comes, this is side 2. This is the Duke's arrival. Regular viewers know this is my favourite bit. It's so fucking cool. Listen to the clarity of that and the warmth of it. The Duke comes in his convoy, comes up to meet Brain, Harry Dean Stanton. You want my man with the bridge? The 69th Street Bridge. It's mine, but I know where they're planted. Almost had an intruder there. How cool is that? And these are so stable, these things. Now we brought this back in the car from much further away to here with no damage to that alignment. What do you call it? Not drum alignment, belt alignment. No hassle at all, worked perfectly. I've jumped up and down on this floor, right next to this. Nothing. See, they built things back in the day to last, and they do. Things from the 80s and 90s onwards, they're like replicants in Blade Runner. They've got a live by, die by date. Listen to this. Yeah, don't you worry. We're going to do the Escape from New York watch party as well. Don't worry about that. And I'll have the hair down for that one and an eye patch on. So. But I hope you can hear the clarity in that. I know I'm right next to this. However, the sound is recorded on this device. And then it gets digitized and sent up to YouTube, and then you watch it on whatever platform you're watching it on. It'll inevitably lose something. But, folks, this is fucking cool. It's got that punch. So you've got this, just the one big main speaker here, that's it, that's all you've got. But if you sit next to it, you can hear stuff moving around, especially when we get to the 69th Street Bridge chase. It's just that. And the tambourines. It's beat and rhythm. Carpenter excels at this. It's them driving through the roadblock. Broadway. Don't go down Broadway, you know? What's wrong with Broadway? What you can't do is a selected pickup, and because I know that some turntables you can do that on. It's like, and you can maneuver the arm and the needle to drop on a certain track. Well, you can't do that with this. You've got to do it manually. Yeah, it's like, this is the thing about vinyl. I play music all the time. When I'm out and about, I've got earphones in. Music all the time. And there's big mad playlists. And if you get fed up, you just click ahead or change the playlist, whatever you want to do. It's at the, just go, done. That's it. When I'm playing stuff in other rooms, it's CDs that are on repeat, and I've got my own mixes and playlists. But this, you are totally a slave to it. You either listen to that side in its entirety, and then you've got to turn it over yourself, or if you want the next track further on, you've got to literally pick that needle up, the stylus, and move it on. But let's do it. And here's where it goes horribly pear-shaped. Because I've got to try and find the track now. Let's go. Come on, Killman. Ooh. We're going to get to the chase across the 69th Street Bridge, because it's got some wonderful sort of reggae Caribbean flavour to it and a bit of soul to it, because who's chasing them? It's the Duke of New York, A#1, played by Isaac Hayes. So as a homage to Isaac Hayes, the king of soul, you know, soul fusion. Carpenter does loads of like sort of Caribbean steel drum sounding effects. How cool is this? Right, we're going to get to the bridge now. I'm going to sit up here again. And today I'm wearing the Ancient Mackenzie. Listen to this. And you get the steel drum effect. To turn your bins upside down. sitting behind that speaker, but I was in front of it before, and I know the clarity. And even with the album itself is stereo, but this is mono. Unless you plug stereo speakers into it, this is being projected in pure mono. But that glides around. It's stunning. It's genuinely stunning. Vintage. 1970. There's older ones, and I bet they work just as well. Watch that fall now. And scratch everything. You see, even that sustained high pitch, it kept that with clarity there. So this is where, you know, Cabby, Ernest Borgnine, they hit a mine. Cab gets blown into, Cabby dies in that. Then Brain, who's meant to know where all the mines are, no, go right, boom! It's blown up. Maggie's now shooting at the Duke, who slams into her. And then in the extra scene they put in there was her lying on the floor with a river, a chasm of gore flowing between those majestic, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Here's the wall. There's now only Snake and the president left. They've got to go over that wall. So Lee Van Cleef, Police Commissioner Bob Houck, Special Forces Unit Texas Thunder. We heard it, U2 Bliskin. Get over to Station 19. This is beautiful, this. Snake's wounded, he's battered, he's knackered. His head's going to blow off his shoulders. Gets the president up there in the little rope harness. Get up there. Oh, you bastard. You know. You let Michael Myers free. You know. I didn't. I warned them. And severe, and the Duke's running up with Snake's Ingram Mac 10. Don't know where the Duke got all the extra magazines from, but you know, there you go. Snake's diving out the way of the gunshots, and they'll have, you know how much I love this movie, but they will have the crappiest little tussle, won't they? Where he leaps. Snake will leap on the Duke, throw him down, and the two of them wrestle for the gun. But Kurt Russell does a fabulous limp. He's had a crossbow bolt in his leg, and he's been battered with baseball bats as well. And the way he limps on that leg, and his Alpine Stars, you know, high point boot, manages to skip across the upturned concrete block. Fucking love it. And then he gets, you know, it's like, I've only got like a few seconds left. And the president's going, hey, number one, you're the dude. You're the dude. You're number one. I mean, president's like, will you fucking let me over the wall? This is going over the top. Coming down the other side. But if you want to know a how I know the serial number of all this, the model number. It's actually on the inside here. It's stamped across there, but its own model number. Let's have a look. Model number and serial number, and it's model number 3042, as I said before, and the big serial number's there. So it's pure legit. I mean, would you ever lie about things like this? That's it. Mistakes like that with the watch. You're gonna kill me now, Snake? I'm too tired. Maybe later. Right, so turning it off, you just go, what? Actually, it's gonna turn itself off now. And it goes back. And it clicks itself off. Ka-chunk. You pull up the lever and you bring up your vinyl. So, there's Big Trouble in Little China there, which is one of his most brilliantly produced albums, soundtracks. But I tried it before, and I must have wellied the hell out of that when I was a kid, because it does sound scratchy, which is of course the pitfall, isn't it? Let's just see what else we've got. We have the original King Kong, well, not the original King Kong, the 76 version of King Kong, the John Barry score. This included a poster with it as well, which I no longer have. I had the poster, but the poster's now gone. And but wonderful. I don't know, might play some of that. We have Keith Emerson, Nighthawks, Stallone, Nighthawks, with Rutger Hauer as well, and Billy D. Williams, fantastic. Here's the thing. Yeah, I might play that in a bit, but we've got the original trilogy of Indiana Jones, Raiders, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Mad Max and Mad Max 2. There is the Tina Turner stuff as well on 12-inch, but I'm not going to play those for Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Cronenberg's The Fly, Howard Shore, awesome. I've got lots of Goblin stuff from like Dario Argento, but there's a nice vintage version of Suspiria and Deep Red, Profondo Rosso, and what is it, Bear the Crystal Plumage and Morricone stuff on the side too. That's great, but the thing is, it doesn't have my favourite tracks. It's just like a highlights of several movies. Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan, James Horner. John Barry again with The Black Hole. Fucking awesome. Here's one that a few people are going to go, hang on, Kiltman, you haven't done that review or watch party yet for it, but Goldsmith with Outland. Now again, a lot of these are now expanded on CD and streaming, but you can't beat having the original vinyl. They look great. You can put them on a wall. They look fantastic. Just hang them on the wall. Blue Thunder. Whoa, that is great. Obviously, all the Rambos are there. Well, all the first 3 Rambos are on vinyl. But there's First Blood Part 2. Hey, look at that. Fabulous. Here's one people don't always expect to see, but RoboCop, Basil Polidorus. The New American Orchestra, and their interpretation. This, for a long time, this was the only version of Blade Runner you could get, and we still await the full version of Blade Runner from Vangelis. You won't get it from Vangelis now for obvious reasons, but it is a blast from the past. So many people. Jeff Love and his orchestra play big war movie themes from 633 Squadron, The Battle of Britain, The Dam Busters, Guns of Navarone, The Great Escape, Lawrence of Arabia, Bridge over the River Kwai. That's Colonel Bogey. Is Paris burning? Well, I don't know if you can see up there. You can't, can you? There's a print up there of Paris. Gay Paris. And no, it's not burning. Where Eagles Dare, Reach for the Sky, The Longest Day, and Green Berets. Jeff Love. He did a lot of Star Wars and a lot of like sci-fi themes as well. Conan the Destroyer. I have Conan the Barbarian as well, but I couldn't find that. The fantastic this is a 12-inch. The fantastic Donna Summer 15-minute edit of I Feel Love. That is to fucking die for, that. Psycho 3, original vinyl, Carter Burwell. A lot of songs on it as well. Giorgio Moroder, it's Cat People. And of course you've got Bowie is on there as well. Goldsmith and The Omen. Alan Silvestri and Delta Force. Yeah. And it's even got the price on it from HMV. It says an import, right? And it was £6.99. And that would have been back when the film came out. So 85, I think it was. Whoa, yeah, I was happy. But here we go. I'm going to play this. This is Julep Diablo by Neil Hefti. This is a James Garner, Dennis Weaver, fantastic Western. Very nasty, very brutal. I have reviewed the movie extensively on the channel, and I think I've played this before as well. Neil Hefti, of course, is famous for not only this, but for the Batman theme in the TV show, the Adam West Batman. But here you go. I'm going to play this. This is just too bloody awesome, this. Ooh. Yeah, so you swing your arm across, and you do your auto. And then you hope something, yes, it drops finally. Bit of suspense there. Listen to this though. It's very 60s. It's very catchy. It's also very mono as well. So if it feels slightly more contained, that's why. I can't play guitar. That's a bit. That's a bit of a struggle there, isn't it? That's not this. That's the old album. There's a bit of crackle in the background as well. The record's battered. You're still getting that though, aren't you? It's a very savage western. It kind of predates and sort of prophesises the likes of Bullsar's Raid, which I've also reviewed extensively on the channel, which is a really fantastic movie. Similar sort of thing. Apache torture, and the whole dichotomy of like who's the nastiest, the white man or this American. They're all at loggerheads, they're all in conflict. And both films are severely grim. Right, let's get off you. Come on now. Never make a DJ, will I? You gotta be quick. You've gotta have multiple decks going, haven't you? I've got to even get the arm up. There you go. Off you come. Get back in your bag. Get back in your sleeve. God, come here. And you've got that smell. Oh, by the way, in that film as well, you've got the Sidney Poitier as well. He's fantastic in it. What else have we got over here? Okay. The aforementioned Big Trouble in Little China. We're not going to play that. The Company of Wolves. Neil Jordan. Fabulous. Goldsmith's original Alien. Yes. Jaws 2. Jaws is here somewhere as well. Goldsmith with Star Trek The Motion Picture. Let's get that on. Let's get a bit of that on. Oh, look. Look at the inner sleeve. You've got all different the alien races that are in. I forgot about this actually. And some great imagery. Wonderful stuff. Okay, let's get on to okay, because I adore, well, not only the main theme, but the Klingon battle from the start of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I love the way once you've auto started it, it slides across that, you know, that main pin. So rapturous. It's euphoric and glorious, the main theme of the motion picture. For Star Trek II, James Horner was given the remit to go more maritime, tell it like a nautical story. So his has a very long lines, a very sweeping elegance to it. Whereas this is it's more pomp, it's bright. There's a swagger, it's optimistic, it's very, very upbeat. But we get into the weird tribal Klingon battle where the three Klingon battle cruisers encounter V'Ger, the Cloud. Here we go. There's a bit of snap, crackle and pop, I know. But that's the beauty of it. Listen to this though. You get this sort of, I don't know, tribal horn call. It is popping a little bit, isn't it? Again, I did batter this when I was a kid. It's like alien castanets. To be Craig Huxley, a huge piece of metal, aluminium, which you bash and in different ways with different things to create a different sonorous effect. This horn call is just amazing. It's that rhythmic beat. And of course they're firing their own torpedoes into this vast cloud, this intruder, and they're doing nothing because it's just absorbing them. But it will take them out as well. They're looking at the view screens and like they're seeing their own ships get wiped out, and they're going like, what the hell do we do? So the last Klingon battle cruiser turns around and tries to get out of there. Uh-oh. Big V'Ger torpedo coming right up its ass. Right up your Klingon ass. Yeah, that'll do for that. When there's the thing you don't miss from these things. When you stop it and it goes for a split second as it winds down. Out you come. What do we do? Do we do Jaws or Jaws 2 or do we do Alien? What do we do? I don't know. Oh, one of you guys can let me know. Oh, tell you what else is here. Well, there's Lethal Weapon. There's Danny Elfman's score for Clive Barker's Nightbreed. Awesome. There's the original vinyl of Zulu Dawn, Elmer Bernstein. One of my favourite war movies and one of my favourite scores of all time. Did we play that? Maybe. Schwarzenegger, Total Recall, Goldsmith again. More Goldsmith, legend. Look at that. What's this? A little boy? Halloween 2. Oh, let's no. We've done Carpenter. Let's do Total Recall. The opening theme, Total Recall. Where are we? Not the right one. Not the right side. Side one. Yeah. Here we go. Oh God. Help me. There it is. It's so much easier with digital, you know. Your own time. Main theme. I've discussed this before. A lot of people think there's a homage to Conan the Barbarian by Basil Poledouris. And there is. I do believe that is Goldsmith doffing the cap and the ponytail to Basil Poledouris and Conan the Barbarian. Again, Goldsmith's using an orchestra and a synth as well to great effect. It's powerful, it's a great main theme. Doug Quaid. Well, I've got to hand it to you, Cohagen. This is the best mindfuck yet. You blabbed, Quaid! You blabbed about Mars! What the hell is wrong with you? See you at the party, Richter! Fucking love Total Recall. Michael Ironside as well. Oh, come on now. And Ronnie Cox. The nice spectral beatific bridge here, and then back into. So it plays 78 as well. When I grew up, we had one of those cabinet things with the 2 levels to it. His Master's Voice HMV, and it was made out of like walnut or mahogany, and there was like literally hundreds of old 78s in there, classical stuff. When you open the door, they were all in their own sleeves inside these shelves, and they had little, like almost like big organ stops, a church organ, these big keys that you press down, and when you did that, the record would slide out to you. So of course, being a kid, you couldn't resist going do 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 do, and then, trying to catch them all, and then put the elbow down and then go slowly like that. So they'll all come out in sort of an undulating sort of tsunami. You'd have to try and catch them all before they all cascaded on the floor. It's great, such great fun. Okay, what else have we got? Lethal Weapon, Close Encounters. You didn't see that, okay? Oh, you're gone. Oh, get. Okay, we've been on for quite some time now, so let's kind of wind this up, because it's just basically just saying, hey, look, these are great. Old vinyl is wonderful, which you all knew that anyway. And what we're going to put on now? Okay, yeah. We'll do some Zulu Dawn. Oh, we won't. Oh my God. What the hell happened to that? The other side's alright. What side is that? Is that side one? Well, that was a grim discovery, folks. Looks like he's been through the Battle of Isandlwana itself. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've got 3 different CD versions of this, and I've got the complete score, so I'm okay. But that's a little bit of a. Oh, okay. No. Let's get this. What have we got here? Let's have a look. Let's see. What have we got? I was going to put on The Omen, but my favourite tracks aren't on the actual original release, so I won't bother with that. Let's put on. Oh, I know what. Let's put on. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay, right. Let's get this. This is Nightbreed. Clive Barker's Nightbreed from Danny Elfman. This is a wonderful sort of Baroque Mysterioso score. There's some unsettling bits, but there's sort of monstrous pomp and pageantry to Midian, the underground lair of the monsters. This is the elegant main theme. And you've got the Elfman style choir is in there. And this delicate, mysterioso, pensive element. Is there panpipes in there as well? Elfman's main themes are usually quite extraordinary, but always something special. It's quite hypnotic to just, I don't know if you can see it going, you can see this turning around. It's quite hypnotic to look at it, and the gentle undulations of the needle, the stylus gliding down, up and down. Solid state, but it's rock hard. It's built like a tank, built to last. And again, the volume is, well, it's 3.5 at the moment, but unlike Spinal Tap, it only goes up to 10. But you imagine cranking that up, it's gonna throw some wallop out in it. There we go. luscious. There's lots of colour and texture and layers to his stuff. Crazy sort of percussion. You can hear Batman in there as well, can't you? Sorry. It really is quite rude, isn't it? The way that the end. If you prematurely end the album playing, it just goes. Okay, what are we going to do? Oh, should we? Oh yeah, of course we can. No reason why we shouldn't. We're going to do. Yeah. Yep. We're going to end this now on a bit of Chuck. Delta Force. Look at him. Yeah. He doesn't do press ups. He pushes the air away from him. The synclavier. This is Alan Silvestri. Yes, he of Predator. And Back to the Future. So, Delta Force Commandos taking on despicable Middle Eastern terrorists on dirt bikes with machine guns and rocket launchers, and with awesome 80s synth pounding to back them up. Here we go. You never get sick of it. You can't have too much of this. Glitters, doesn't it? There's a glamour to 80s electronica. It's pure Miami Sound Machine, isn't it? Gloria Estefan. How does he target those guns on his handlebars? They go, and rockets fly out the back, you know. I still want one of them bikes. Drum pads. That soft, sort of almost orgasmic, drum machine that they have. Again, pure 80s. That's got inside your heads now. There's your earworm for the day. There's a little socket to tape. You can tape this as well. Oh, it's very advanced. And you can plug a radio in as well. Have it blasting out of this. There we go, folks. There we go. That was a trip down memory lane. Some vinyl and a proper old school, archaic, nostalgic bit of turntable technology. Awesome stuff. I'm now gonna go turn it all off, and I'm gonna say sayonara because be back later with something else. There's a mystery package has arrived, and I need to dive into that and divulge all the bountiful booty that lurks within. So come back later, and I'm gonna catch you all in the meantime. This ever splendiferously vinyl flavoured in between time. So please keep it Celtic, and I'm going to see you all. Where's that stop button gone?